Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. On today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to make this vest. It's called a vest, it's called a waistcoat, whichever one you want to call it, with a princess dart. If this is what you're interested in, I'd like to say you should keep on watching. One beautiful thing about this vest, about this waistcoat, is that it's versatile. Like, you can rock it anyhow, anywhere, and it's so comfortable, so suiting on the skin. You can use anything to rock it, so this is a must have for everybody. Okay, so to my return subscribers, I love you all. God bless you. And if you're just seeing me for the first time, thank you so much for stopping by. If you haven't subscribed, please click on the subscribe button, and do not forget to turn on your notification bell. All right, so for this, we're going to be using a pattern paper that I'll be drafting on a pattern paper first. So mark my starting line, which you normally do. After that, I'm going to come out by 1.5 inches for the button allowance, and I'm going to mark it straight down. All right, I'm going to mark it straight down. Then after this, I'm going to take my vertical point, which is my bust point, my under bust, my waistline. All right, this is the front. We are drafting the front. Okay, so after that, I'm going to mark on an horizontal line, just the way you see me doing, and I'll divide my shoulder by 2. My shoulder is 18, divided by 2 is 9. Come down by 1 inch shoulder slope. From that 1 inch shoulder slope, I'll come down by my armhole, which is 9, and I'm going to draw an horizontal line and connect it vertically to my armhole. Then my neck width is 3. Neck width for the front is 3. Okay, then that chest line, I'm going to extend the line, because that's where my v-neck is going to stop. We're making use of a v-neck. Okay, so I'll extend the line to the button allowance and mark it slantly the way you saw me do, and connect my shoulder slope into the neck width and create my armhole curve. So now I'm going to take my nipple to nipple divided by 2, which is 4. Sorry guys, I'm making this for someone, sorry, not for me. So the nipple to nipple divided is 4, and I'll come out by half inch on the waistline and connect it straight to the bust point. All right, this is for someone, not mine. All right, so use your own measurement. So now the next thing I'm going to do is to insert her body measurement. Her bust divided by 4, I'll add 2 inches seam allowance. Her waist divided by 4, I'll replace the dart intake, and I'll add 2-inch seam allowance as well. Okay, so I'll reconnect the lines. I'll reconnect the line from the chest line to the waistline. So now I don't want this to stop at the, first of all, you take your bust dart. We're going to be closing it on paper. So her bust, the difference between her front waistline and her back waistline is 1.5. all right, so that is what I marked for the side dart. So I don't want it to stop at the waistline, so I came down by 2 inches. Okay, and I'm going to slant it this way, the way you see me doing. Come down by 2 inches and you slant it from your waistline. Come down by 2 inches. I don't want it to stop at the waistline. I don't know if you guys understand. Okay, I don't want it to stop at the waistline, so I came down by 2 inches. Then from that 2 inches, I'll come in by from that 2 inches, I'm going to come in by 4 inches. Okay, I'll come in by 4 inches, and from that 4 inches, I'll come down by 4 inches as well, and I'm going to connect it slantly from that waistline down. Okay, that's from that 2 inch I got earlier. I'll slant it down, and I am going to connect it back to that other side as well, but I'll extend this line for the button. Okay, and I'll connect it slantly. Hope you guys understand. All right, so this is it. So I'll extend the dart leg just this way. Then this is it. Okay, so hope you guys understand what I did on this part. If you don't, please, you can rewind the video. So this is where our button is going to be sitting. Do you understand? So now we're going to be tightening the neckline. If we don't do that, our the neckline is going to be gaping. But first of all, I'm going to get my princess dart. I'll divide what I have on the armhole by 2, then connect it straight to my bust point, that leg. All right, so this is it, and I'm going to tighten it, the armhole. I'm going to come out by half of an inch and connect it back into the bust point. connect it back into the bust point, and I'm going to extend it by 1 inch. Okay, just this way, so that it's, after cutting, it's not going to short. I'll connect my armhole curve. All right, so the part I'm shading out is going to go off. So now we'll tighten our neckline, because if we don't, it's going to keep. So divide what you have on your V neckline by 2 and mark a straight line, just the way you see me doing. Okay, so to tighten it again, you're going to come down by 1/2 of an inch downwards. Come down by 1/2 of an inch downwards and connect it straight back again on a slanted form, just this way. So that part is going to be cut out. So with this, your neckline is going to relax properly. I don't know if I'm making a point. I don't know if you guys understand. All right, so now it's time to cut out. We are done. So I'm going to cut on this line through, but not entirely, and I'm going to go ahead and cut on my side dart. Okay, I'll cut on my side dart open, not entirely as well. So why I'm doing this is for me to be able to close this bust dart on paper, and these parts again on paper, the neckline parts. Can you see? So you bring it, close it on paper. I'm going to use my tape to close it on paper. Do you understand? Open that part open, then you close it on paper. All right, I'll use my tape, my masking tape, to close it on paper. If you have gum, you can use gum. All right, so if you look closely, you're going to see that the neckline is no longer straight. So I'm going to redraw the line, but this time with a curve. I don't want it to be straight, with a curve, just this way, so that it's going to be like it's going to be straight, but I'm using a curve method. So this part, I'm going to close my side dart, or your bust dart. Some people call it side dart, some people call it bust dart. Okay, I'll be closing it on paper as well. All right, so I'm going to open this open. I'm going to open it open, and I'm going to close this on paper as well. That's the side dart on paper. I'm going to close it on paper. So this is it. Use my masking tape to close it back. Then after closing it, you're going to notice that your side is no longer equal. This side is no longer equal. You're going to use your ruler and connect it, and your marker, and connect the line so that it's going to be equal this way. That is it. We are done, and I'll go ahead to cut the rest. Okay, so remember something: when cutting on my back, the back is not going, watch and see the way I'm cutting this out. The back waistline is going to be shorter. So the front waistline for this client is her front waistline is 16. So her back waistline, the difference between her back waistline and her front waistline is 1.5. So the front is 16, so the back waistline is going to be 14.5. all right, so hope you guys are seeing the way I am cutting this out. You're going to cut all this out. All right, so that is it. Okay, so cut this out, and I forgot to cut this other side, but make sure you cut it. That's that. You're going to cut it out, okay? But I didn't cut it out on camera. You're going to cut it out as well, the dart. So now we're going to draft for the back, and for the back, I'm going to mark my starting line for the back. After that, I'm going to take the vertical line, which is the bust point, which is 10, and the waistline, which is going to be at 14.5. That's 14.5, because the front waistline is 16, so the back is going to be 14.5. So I'm going to connect the line and label it waistline bust point. So I'll divide her shoulder by 2, neck width 3, neck depth 1 inch. Then from that shoulder divided by 2, I'm going to come down by 1 inch shoulder slope. From there, I'm going to get my armhole, connect horizontally and vertically, connect the 1 inch shoulder slope to the neckline, and make my neckline curve. Okay, and make my armhole curve as well. So this is it. So I have my chest line, bust point, and waistline. So I'm going to divide her nipple to nipple as well, but now it's going to start from the chest line. All right, then come out by half inch on the waistline and connect it just the way I did for the front. Okay, so I'll take her body measurement. Now her bust divided by 4 and add 2 inch seam allowance. Her waist divided by 2, replace the dart intake and add 2 inch seam allowance, and I will reconnect. All right, so I'm going to come out on the waistline. I'm going to come out by half inch and mark it slantly. So this is going to make the back relax. Okay, it's going to make the back relax, and I'm going to add back that 1 inch that I cut out. Okay, so now I'm going to extend from the waistline by 2 inches, the way I did for the front. So I'll extend it by 2 inches. Remember I said I don't want it to stop at the waistline. I extend it by 2 inches, and I'm going to slant it just this way. Then I'll extend my dart leg. Do you understand? I'm going to extend my dart leg. The way you extended 2 inches from your waistline for the front, that is what I did here. I extended it by 2 inches. Okay, so I'm going to connect the dart leg straight just this way. Straight just this way. Hope you guys understand. And that is it for the back drafting. All right, that is it for the back drafting. That's all. And if you watch up to this extent and you're here to subscribe to my channel, I beg you in the name of God, you guys are literally my family. You're watching and you're here to subscribe. I beg you, please hit on the subscribe button, and do not forget to turn on your notification bell so that you can be notified whenever I post beautiful tutorials like this. And as you're watching, like the video, share the video, and leave a nice comment. Do not forget, if you have any question, you can as well leave it down the comment section. So now I'm going to bring the back, I'm going to bring the front, okay, and I'll merge it together. I'll merge it together side. You're going to make sure it's even, like it is the same on the sides. So now I've transferred them on fabric. All right, so this is it. This is my main fabric, and I also have my lining. So on the lining, I had to iron an interfacing to it. All right, I ironed an interfacing for the lining. The lining is the one that has the interfacing. Okay, so now this is my front, or the front of the main fabric. I'm going to be joining it now. This is the front. I'll join the center front to the side front just this way. Hope you guys understand. When then you can use your pin to pin it down. Okay, when you get to that bust side, you're going to bend it, and like to make it fit into the side front. You see the way I'm bending it? That's where it's going to be. So make sure after pinning this, after stitching down this, same thing I'm doing here, I'm going to do it for the other side of the front as well. Okay, and I'm also going to do the same thing on the lining piece. Anything I do here, I'm going to do it as well on the lining piece. Can you see how it is? After stitching, this is the way it's going to be. All right, make sure you notch after stitching, and I'm also going to do the same thing for this other side as well. And I'll do same thing. I'm going to stitch down the back dart. Okay, the back dart line, I'm going to stitch it down. Can you see? And I'll bring the lining piece as well and do same thing I did. This is the front lining. I'll do the same thing I did for that. For the main fabric, I'm going to join it sides, the center front to the side front. Okay, and when you get to that part where you fold it, like you bend it like this, you fit it in. Okay, don't worry, after stitching it, after stitching and notching it, it's going to relax properly. Do you understand? So can you see? I'm also going to do the same thing for this other side. So I'm going to do same thing for this back as well. Stitch down the dart line. When I'm done, I'm going to show you how it looks. So guys, this is it. I'm done stitching and notching. Notching is very important. Okay, make sure you notch after stitching so that it's going to relax. This is the lining for the back and lining for the front as well. The back lining has half interfacing, so I'm going to join it shoulder to shoulder now. The lining to lining, that's the front lining to the back lining. I'm going to join it shoulder to shoulder only. After that, I'll bring the main fabric as well, join the front shoulder to the back shoulder as well. Remember, shoulder to shoulder only. I'm done joining it shoulder to shoulder, and this is how it's looking. Okay, this is how it's looking. This is the lining. Can you see how it's looking? Please remember to notch. It's very important. When you stitch, you notch. You stitch, you notch. So this is it. This is the back lining. So I'm going to open it up like this. Can you see? I'm going to open it up like this. I'll open it up like this. Then I will bring the main fabric. I'm going to bring the main fabric and I'm going to place it, merge it together. Can you see? Hope you guys are paying close attention. Hope you guys understand. In case you don't understand, please leave a question or you can rewind the video. So this is, but before showing you what to do now, I forgot the back. The back, I'm going to stitch the back so that it's going to be one. Okay, do you get? I'm going to stitch. I'll go and stitch the back, like, can you see, like as if you're attaching a zip. I'll stitch the back for the lining. I'll also do same thing for the main fabric, so it's going to be one. So this is it. Can you see how I stitched it? So it's going to be one. And I also do the same thing for the main fabric. If you watch, you're going to see my notches. I stitch and I notch. So place it together like this equally. Open your lining and open your main fabric. You place it together like this, okay? And you're going to sew the neckline, like from the front neckline. You're going to sew all round down, okay? You're going to sew from down up like this. Hope you're seeing what I'm doing. Pay close attention. And the armhole too, you sew round. The other armhole too, you sew round, okay? And I'll go and do it and come back. So this is it. Can you see how it's looking? And I gave it a proper notch so that it's going to be relaxed. This is it. So I'm going to turn it over to the right side now. Okay, I know everything is looking awkward, but when we're done, it's going to come out nice. So I'm going to turn it properly, just this way, like the way you see me doing. So after turning it, I'm going to place it properly, like match everything for everything to come out fine. Please, if you have light, you can iron. As you sew, you iron. It's better. All right, it's better. But me, I don't have light. But after this sewing, I'm going to, when the light get restored, I'm going to give it a proper press. So this is it. This is how it's looking. All right, after aligning it. So now it's time to, if you have any excess, don't mind, you can stitch them, like you can trim them out. Okay, now it's time to close the down. It's time to close it down. This vest has inner stitching. The only place that doesn't have the inner stitching is the side. So you're going to fold this like this and you're going to sew. Remember, this is the front. Look at what I'm doing. You fold it like this, you flip it to the wrong side and you sew. I don't know if you guys are seeing what I'm doing. Then when you're done doing that part, you're going to push the back inside, push it back inside, then you sew it down as well. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm doing. So I'll take you to my sewing machine and stitch and come back. I'll turn it from the other side. So guys, this is it. Can you see I've stitched the down and the back side? If you watch, the only side that is open is the side. All right, the side is open. Remember, the back is shorter than the front. Okay, so this is it. So I'll go sew this with 1.5 inches. I'll stitch the sides, close it with 1.5 inches, and I'll come back and show you how it is. So this is it. I've attached my button and I've given it the proper press. This is the back. We've come to the end of this tutorial and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned one or two out of this tutorial. Please, if you do not forget to leave a nice comment. Hit on the subscribe button if you haven't. Turn on your notification post so that you can get notified whenever I post new tutorials. And I believe with this tutorial you've learned how to make a simple and proper vest or waistcoat. All right, do not forget to leave your question if you have a question, and share this video, give it a thumbs up, and yeah, see you on my next video. Bye.